I'm back out in the lakes again today, and I'm out, I guess you'd class this as Broughton Mills. Not exactly sure, doesn't really matter. It's quite nice out today, and I'm just gonna go on a wander in that direction and hopefully head up onto the top of them hills over there. I'm not too sure if you can actually get there, but we'll go and find out today. It's quite nice out, and I haven't seen a single person so far, which is my type of walk. So I have got one rough plan, and the last few days I've been trying to do more landscape photography with my 400mm lens. When I started getting into wildlife and landscape photography, I thought I could mix the two together. It hasn't really worked out that way, so yeah, I'm trying to take a step towards that, because that 400mm is a bit of a pain to carry. So if I can work out how to use it for landscapes too, it'll be more useful. So we'll go and see what we can find. I've made it out into the open now, and I'm just going to set up the camera. The last two times I've been out to try this, I forgot to bring a polarizing filter, but I brought one this time, so we'll give that a try and see how it works. First time using a polarizer on the 400mm. Should work the same as any other polarizing filter though. I've been having a bit of a play around with this, and it's working out quite well. Found two compositions that I like. The first one was looking over at Coniston Old Man. It's quite far away, but I'll try and show you with this lens. So you got Coniston Old Man here, and you got Dow Crag there. And I'm quite liking this light and dark area. And down in the trees here, there's a white building, and it's surrounded by all the autumn coloured trees. And I quite like all the light and dark areas. And you get like a really harsh shadow on the right hand side of the old man. Then you can see all the sheep in the fields, and yeah, I quite like that. And then the second one that I've gone for, the light has slightly changed now, but I think this will be Harterfell. And similarly, you got the light and dark areas, and there's a farm building about here. That's quite a good start though. It's getting me some completely different photos to what I can get with my 135mm. Obviously you can get closer, and yeah, we'll have a look at the pictures on the big screen later, but I'm quite impressed with those. What I'm going to do now though is try and get up onto that one over there, and hopefully we'll get a view down into Dow Crag. I'm not too sure. We'll go and find out. I've made it up to the top now, and we're getting a view back over to Coniston and where we photographed before. I'm quite liking this area sort of behind where I am now. There's some stone walls, there's some nice light, there's trees, there's sheep, there's some farm buildings. It's really Lake District-y. And down there, there's a load of sheep in between a load of trees, which looks like a 135mm shot. You know what? We'll do the 135 first, and then head over to the 400. Now I know I just ran off that way, but I couldn't quite get it to frame up how I wanted to over there. So I've come back, and when I was lower down, you lost some of the stone wall and it hid the sheep, and I've had to make a bit of a compromise, and I've come further back, going for a wider shot, but we're getting the fells off in the distance, and there's some nice light speckled on those, and I think there's a fire down on the left hand side. I can hear voices. There's a fire down on the left hand side, so I think this is going to be the best option for me. But what I'm going to do now is swap over to the 400 and get a shot over at those fields over there with the stone walls, with the rocky crags above it. in between me changing lenses then, there's a big light spot over there. I'm not that keen on it on its own, now I've just said that. No, I'm not too sure actually. I think I only like shots when I can recognise a thing in it. I'm more of a documentary kind of person, and I like it when I can see places that I've walked before. That's just like a random patch of light, so I don't really care about that. But we'll get this one framed up, looking over at those, see where the sun is on those ones there. I think that should work out quite nice. I found a composition that I like now, and I've found it more difficult today. The last 2 times I've tried, I've found the composition that I wanted straight away, but the light's changing quite a lot, and yeah, just been struggling with it a little bit. But looking over at them fields over there that I was talking about before, and the light is on the top of the fields at the moment, and you can see all the sheep in the fields, you got the trees, the stone walls, and off in the distance you can see the really rocky crag, and I think that works quite nicely. I would quite like to get a picture of Coniston Man, just because that's my favourite hill to climb, so I've got a bit more sentimental value attached to that one, but at the same time it looks kind of boring at the moment. So I think I'm just going to look for some nice light patches and try and pick those out. I think the reason I've been struggling with this though is there is some really nice light patches in the trees, and they just seem to be in random areas though. I find it hard to care about the picture if it's in a random location. I sort of have to have something attached to it for me to like it. So I'm just going to keep an eye on Hartefell, Dowcrag and Coniston Man, and hopefully something comes out there. I'm not that interested in random patches of light, but if it's in the right place, I think that's going to be the best bet. So I'm just going to wait in this spot for a while and see what happens, but I think I'm just going to be rambling if I keep on the video now. So I'm going to end this one here. I hope you like the video though. If you want to see more of the 400mm photos, I'll put them onto the end of the video, and should I carry it more often? I'd ideally want to be carrying it up onto the tops. This is sort of just my scouting out walk to work out if my legs like it, and they were fine today. I think we can try something bigger next time. So yeah, maybe we'll head up there next time. But I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.